So as much as DeFi has been having its moment and growing, or maybe its preliminary moment and growing really fast, I just think there's not a lot of attention on it. I mean, you've got to keep in mind that regulators are just now coming around to the idea that, well, maybe Bitcoin is going to be around for a little while. So DeFi is really not on people's radar.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. And a couple quick questions today to start off with. Is anything changing the adoption curve? Have we seen or been part of any discussions that have really opened up more about blockchain and crypto? Yes or no? I mean, should we care at all? I mean, right now, nobody really wants or feels like we should have to pay taxes on crypto gains, any trades or even sell NFTs. I mean, that's the whole point of crypto. Crypto was meant to be a separate from the government control of our money. And in ways, it still is, but at the same time, it's getting better as to how we will be utilizing and even becoming our own bank. And that's going to be the topic I really want to get into more about DeFi. Now, you could also look about the SEC and think about this because they're far behind any kind of regulations. And I will get into another video about this coming soon because it talks about perspective and what we read online and how we react to new regulations about what we know. And there's a huge area of what we don't know. So I'll get into that in a later video. But back to DeFi, peer-to-peer transactions. This is the biggest part of DeFi. They're becoming more accepted and more protocols are being used to help separate the middleman from these transactions. Now, this is here with the loopring wallet and many other applications, networks, and even wallets. MetaMask, you have the FlexAmp network, the loopring non-custodial wallet, and of course the AMM, staking and providing liquidity. Now, there are many areas within the DeFi ecosystem that are now being opened up for more transactions, and that is a huge part of the whole space about more mainstream adoption. Well, within the source of Ethereum, the whole Ethereum ecosystem, we can't forget Polygon. Polygon has had a broad range of scaling options, some of the industry's lowest transaction rates so far. Now, they've had a great amount of DeFi projects as a lending platform. Aave, luxury brand Dolce & Gabbana, NFT markets including OpenSea, and Mark Cuban's Lazy.com. That's been huge. Even in December, Uniswap's community, they voted overwhelmingly in favor of deploying V3 of its protocol on Polygon. Now, the whole system with Polygon and the whole center of the dApps, it's been huge. They've had over 7,000 dApps just alone developed within the system. Same time more people start talking about it, they look at it because it's this huge unexplored frontier. It can be scary. And again, like people going on the Oregon Trail, you're responsible for yourself. Nobody's going to have your back. So if you get into a mess, lose something, you're on your own. Now, the idea behind decentralized finance is basically, again, middleman gets removed. Users like you and me, we're going to provide the money, the liquidity that allow others to trade their tokens, trade their coins, even NFTs. All right, this is the big part of it. Now, the entire space alone is, again, it is uncharted, and a lot of things are untested. So things will get word of mouth, and of course, there are a lot of issues that we do hear about. A lot of new hacks coming in, and there will be a lot more of this coming out in the future. That's going to be the biggest problem of this, because there are no more banks. With banks, there were bank robberies. But again, now we have everything's online. So crypto storage, security is going to be a huge, huge problem. So that's another part of being your own bank, having enough backup and understanding that you are, again, in charge of your own money. So those of you who take it upon themselves to utilize all of these aspects of personal finance, even earning interest on your holdings through staking, if you've done that, fantastic. It does take a lot to learn and get into. Providing liquidity to liquidity pools, yield farm tokens, borrow and lending money through tokens and different exchanges, and so on. The whole DeFi system is expanding more and more, and as we read about it and learn about it more, it is getting more attention. Slowly. Very, very slowly. But again, this whole ecosystem is expanding daily, and those, again, we have to be aware of what we do, how we react, and also what are our security protocols to really understand the dangers that are involved. Because again, you're on our own. Basically, by ourselves in a boat, heading out to the ocean to some new unexplored territory. So again, understanding about becoming a bank, but also understanding that banks and DeFi, they will have to coexist. We need both to capitalize on all of this system's new opportunities that happen. So, when people talk about becoming your own bank, trust me, it's not going away. The old banking system is not going away. There will be a way for both of these things to coexist. We still need to find ways to get our fiat money onto the exchanges and to get it off, the on and off ramps. It's going to be there. And again, for all of the people who have already been involved in the Loopring wallet, it's not easy, but in the long run, it will be worth it. So to all of you out there, yeah, have a great day. Keep on.